Galactus, known as the Devourer of Worlds, is one of the oldest and most formidable entities in the Marvel Universe. Born at the dawn of the universe itself, Galactus is both revered and feared across galaxies for his vast power and unyielding hunger. It has existed since the universe's first breath, a being as ancient as time itself. Galactus takes the form of a massive, towering humanoid. He is often depicted in his formidable purple armor, his iconic helmet glowing with otherworldly energy, a symbol of his cosmic dominance. As the harbinger of destruction, he wanders the vast emptiness of space, ever searching for planets to consume to fuel his endless hunger. Confirmed as a central antagonist in the upcoming Fantastic Four movie, his shadow looms large in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. For eons, he has roamed the cosmos, devouring worlds to sate his need, relentlessly feeding to sustain his godlike existence. However, Galactus does not embody pure evil. Much like a lion must hunt to survive, Galactus must consume worlds to continue his existence. His hunger is not born from malice, but from necessity, a cosmic law of nature. He is a force of balance, and his presence is vital to the structure of the universe, ensuring the survival of all. Without him, the very fabric of existence could unravel, triggering catastrophic events that would threaten the entire multiverse. Galactus is not just a devourer, he is an inevitable force of nature. When he consumes a planet, the energy he absorbs strengthens him, amplifying his power and expanding his cosmic abilities. His powers range from energy manipulation to matter alteration, and even the creation of force fields. He possesses telepathic and telekinetic abilities, making him a godlike entity. His dominion over the cosmos allows him to reshape reality itself. Galactus can even bestow a fraction of his power onto others, creating his heralds chosen beings who are granted the power cosmic to search for new worlds for him to consume. These heralds, bound by their duty, roam the universe, carrying out their master's will. Galactus's ability to alter his size is another testament to his cosmic mastery. From holding entire planets in his hand to shrinking down to the size of a towering skyscraper, his form is as mutable as his will. His true potential is nearly unfathomable, and we can only speculate on his role in the upcoming MCU films. Will the Fantastic Four stand a chance against his overwhelming might, or will Galactus devour their world, leaving nothing behind but cosmic dust? One thing is certain: his arrival will be a monumental event in the MCU, and his destructive power will reshape the future of the multiverse. For now, the universe watches, waiting for his next move. As the story of Galactus unfolds, so too does the fate of the multiverse itself. The Celestials, ancient cosmic beings that predate even the formation of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, stand as a counterforce to the destructive power of Galactus. Their existence transcends the very fabric of time and space, and their actions have shaped the destiny of entire galaxies. The Celestials are colossal, their forms resembling armored titans. They planted the seeds of life across the cosmos, sowing the groundwork for entire civilizations to rise and evolve. However, the Celestials are not mere observers. They intervene when the need arises, shaping the course of events across the multiverse. They created the Deviants to eliminate apex predators on certain planets, ensuring the survival of weaker species. But when the Deviants turned rogue, acting as the predators they were meant to destroy, the Celestials designed the Eternals to protect humanity from their destructive tendencies. Despite their intervention, the Celestials' obsession with population growth is not driven by morality, but by a grander cosmic plan. This plan, known as the Emergence, requires new Celestials to be born at regular intervals, heralding the dawn of a new cosmic era. Every few million years, a celestial seed is planted within a planet, its energy slowly absorbing the life force of its inhabitants until it gathers enough power to emerge. The birth of a new Celestial is a cataclysmic event, destroying the host planet in the process. The Celestials have displayed feats of unimaginable power, manipulating cosmic energy to create stars and obliterate entire worlds in an instant. Their presence in the MCU is a reminder of the balance between creation and destruction. In Eternals, we witness the celestial Tiamut's birth being prevented by the Eternals, who defy the Prime Celestial, Arishem, to protect the Earth from annihilation. In the end, Arishem declares he will judge humanity, examining the memories of the Eternals to determine whether Earth deserves to survive. The Celestials' influence on the MCU transcends mere physical power. They represent an ancient, enigmatic force, shaping the universe's destiny. Their judgment of humanity will echo across the cosmos, not out of malice, but as part of a larger design, one beyond the comprehension of mere mortals. Their power, and the emergence that they seek to fulfill, is a reminder of the inexorable forces at play in the universe. We may think we control our fate, but in the grand scheme of things, the universe has its own plans, and it is up to the Celestials to ensure they unfold as they should. The emergence is a force too powerful to defy, and it is this power that will ultimately shape the fate of all life in the cosmos, including humanity itself. The Celestials watch, wait, and, when needed, act. In their actions, there is no good or evil, only the cold, unfeeling execution of cosmic balance. The true question is, will humanity survive the cosmic judgment that looms over them? The concept of cosmic judgment extends beyond the Celestials. There are other entities in the MCU whose influence on the universe is equally monumental. Take, for example, the entity known as Eternity, the embodiment of all existence across time and space. Eternity is a being whose existence is far beyond human understanding, and in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it represents the totality of everything that has ever been or will be. Visually, Eternity is depicted as a humanoid silhouette, a vast cloak of cosmic stars enveloping a faint, ethereal face. This ghost-like visage is barely visible but embodies the endlessness of existence. He resides at the center of the universe, beyond mortal reach, a figure too grand to comprehend fully. The very idea of eternity evokes the depth of existence, a cosmic force whose thoughts and actions are the foundation of all. Eternity's existence is so vast that it can reshape realities, alter the flow of time, and witness the births and deaths of entire civilizations. He is the arbiter of existence itself, but his will is not easily understood. In Thor, Love and Thunder, we witness a rare event where Gore the God Butcher, driven by grief and vengeance, reaches eternity, the first being in history to do so. Rather than seeking the annihilation of all gods, Gore makes a singular, profound wish to resurrect his daughter. In an instant, Eternity grants his request, bringing her back to life without question. This moment is a rare glimpse into the true power of Eternity. The simple act of granting a wish reveals the boundless compassion and power contained within this being. Yet, after fulfilling Gore's request, Eternity fades, leaving behind a legacy of cosmic change. Its actions are not dictated by personal desires or morality, but by the profound role it plays in the universe. The living Tribunal, another being of immense cosmic significance, shares a similar role, ensuring balance within the multiverse. A towering figure in Marvel's cosmic hierarchy, the living Tribunal is the ultimate judge of the multiverse. It possesses absolute authority over all realities and can pass judgment on entire universes or beings whose actions threaten the delicate balance of existence. Much like a cosmic judge, the living Tribunal acts according to the principles of necessity, equity, and vengeance. These principles guide its decisions, ensuring that the multiverse remains in a state of balance. However, the living Tribunal only acts when all three of its faces, each representing a principle of judgment, agree on a course of action. The Tribunal exists in the Star Chamber, an isolated space beyond all universes, where it judges the fates of those who threaten the cosmic order. With the power to destroy entire realities or punish those who challenge the fabric of existence, the living Tribunal's authority is unmatched. But even this vast cosmic force is subservient to the greatest of all cosmic beings, the one above all. This being, whose presence looms like the first spark of creation, remains the ultimate authority over all things. Though it has yet to appear in the MCU, its influence is felt through the vast cosmic machinery. The living Tribunal may act as a judge, but the one above all stands as the ultimate ruler. And though its presence is largely unacknowledged in the cinematic universe, it remains the power behind every cosmic decision. While the living Tribunal maintains its jurisdiction over the multiverse, there are forces within the MCU that challenge even the most established cosmic entities. One such force is Dormammu, the ruler of the Dark Dimension. Dormammu is a being of unfathomable power, existing beyond the laws of time and reality. His form, a massive head made entirely of magical energy, symbolizes the infinite void of his realm. With no physical body, he is able to consume and control entire dimensions. His influence is felt across the multiverse, as his dark dimension remains a chaotic, ever-shifting space that defies the very essence of reality. Despite his immense power, Dormammu's arrogance is his greatest weakness. He believes himself invincible, too powerful to be outsmarted. But as we saw in Doctor Strange, this overconfidence made him vulnerable to a clever opponent. In the movie, Doctor Strange enters the Dark Dimension and confronts Dormammu, knowing that he is no match for his raw power. However, Doctor Strange, with his mastery of the Time Stone, creates a time loop. Each time Dormammu kills him, the loop resets, forcing Dormammu to relive the same encounter over and over again. The endless repetition wears on Dormammu's patience, and eventually, he is forced to agree to Doctor Strange's bargain: leave Earth alone, or continue to face the endless loop. This moment is a testament to the resourcefulness of the human spirit, showing that even the most powerful of beings can be outwitted by determination and intellect. Dormammu's defeat represents a shift in the MCU, where intellect and courage can challenge the overwhelming might of cosmic beings. But while Dormammu was forced to retreat, the universe continues to shift in unexpected ways. Another powerful entity, the Watcher, silently observes all the events of the MCU without interference. These ancient beings have existed for millennia, vowing to watch over the multiverse without taking action. Their role is to witness, not intervene, making them one of the most enigmatic and influential forces in the universe. The Watchers can see all timelines and realities, but they are bound by an oath that prevents them from interfering, no matter how dire the situation may be. This oath grants them extraordinary power, so much so that one Watcher is capable of overpowering the combined might of all 6 Infinity Stones. Yet, despite their great power, the Watchers rarely use their abilities, choosing to observe rather than act. However, as seen in What If, the Watcher's oath is not absolute. When faced with the threat of Infinity Ultron, a powerful variant of Ultron who threatens to consume the multiverse, the Watcher is forced to break his oath. The Watcher chooses to intervene, using his power to grant mortals Captain Carter and her team the same cosmic abilities he possesses. This act of defiance against his oath shows the depth of the Watcher's commitment to the multiverse and the lengths he will go to protect it. It's a reminder that even the most passive observers can be pushed into action when the stakes are high enough. But this raises a deeper question. If the Watchers can be swayed, what of the other cosmic forces in the MCU? How far will they go to maintain their balance? And where will their decisions lead? The living Tribunal holds the final say, and it is through these cosmic entities that the future of the multiverse will be decided. What happens when these abstract forces clash? When the living Tribunal and the Watchers must decide the fate of an entire universe? The answer, like the fate of the multiverse itself, remains unknown. All we know for certain is that these beings, Eternity, Dormammu, Galactus, and the Celestials, are far beyond our understanding, and the choices they make will shape the universe for millennia to come. As we stand on the brink of cosmic chaos, one thing is clear: the multiverse is not as it seems, and the true power of these entities has yet to be fully realized. The fate of worlds, galaxies, and even the multiverse itself lies in their hands. As the multiverse becomes more intertwined and its boundaries blur, new threats will emerge, threats that could push even the most powerful cosmic beings to their limits. The future of the MCU is shrouded in uncertainty, but one thing is certain: these cosmic entities will play pivotal roles. Will the living Tribunal remain the ultimate arbiter of existence, or will a new force rise to challenge its authority? The emergence of new, powerful beings in the multiverse could forever alter the cosmic balance we have come to know. A powerful new force could emerge from the shadows, one with the potential to challenge the very laws of the multiverse. The introduction of new characters, such as Kang the Conqueror and his variants, could potentially disrupt the order that the cosmic entities have fought so hard to maintain. Kang's manipulation of time and space could open doors to realities that have never been seen before, where even the Celestials might not have the answers to what's to come. The possibilities are endless, and the stakes higher than ever. In this ever-expanding universe, will the cosmic entities evolve to face the challenges ahead? Will they find new ways to work together or perhaps collide? The MCU's cosmic future is at a crossroads, where the balance between order and chaos will be tested like never before. Will the living Tribunal and the Celestials remain as the rulers of the multiverse? Or will new forces from alternate timelines and universes shift the balance of power? One thing we know for sure is that the next phase of the MCU will bring us closer than ever to understanding the true nature of the cosmos. As the conflict between order and chaos intensifies, we are left to wonder, will the universe survive the cosmic upheaval that is coming? And will humanity be caught in the crossfire? Or will they rise as unexpected champions in a battle far greater than themselves? As new alliances form and old ones shatter, the future of the multiverse will hinge on those who are willing to challenge the cosmic order. But in a universe where even the greatest beings can be outsmarted, who will ultimately control the fate of all existence? The MCU's cosmic saga is far from over, and as new challenges rise, we will witness the emergence of even more powerful forces. Who will emerge victorious in the battle for the multiverse? Will the cosmic entities maintain their grip, or will a new force rise to rewrite the very rules of reality itself? Only time will tell. And as the MCU expands further into the unknown, we are left to ponder, in the grand tapestry of the cosmos, where will we stand when the dust settles? For now, we remain observers in a universe full of uncertainty, waiting for the cosmic forces to reveal their next move and shape the future of all life in the multiverse. 159 0小时09分47秒200大于0小时09分52秒366 As the cosmic stage is set for a new era, the rise of multiversal threats becomes increasingly inevitable. The very fabric of reality could be at risk, with the boundaries between timelines and dimensions blurring faster than anyone could have anticipated. In this vast, unpredictable universe, the laws of cause and effect begin to bend, allowing new forces to emerge from the darkest corners of the multiverse. These entities, unknown even to the gods, could rewrite the rules of the cosmos, challenging the long-established order of beings like the Celestials, the Tribunal, and even eternity itself. One such force is the multiversal version of Kang the Conqueror, whose mastery over time and space makes him a unique and formidable threat. Having already shown his power in Loki and Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, Kang's existence threatens the very structure of the multiverse. As we've seen, Kang isn't merely a single entity, but a collection of variants, each with a different agenda and a different relationship with time. Some wish to conquer, while others aim to destroy, leaving the multiverse fractured and vulnerable. The future of the MCU hinges on whether they can overcome his multifaceted threat. Kang's multiversal ambition could collide with the very powers that have maintained cosmic balance for eons, creating an unprecedented clash. What happens when the structure of time itself is thrown into chaos? The Celestials, who have worked for millennia to guide the evolution of life, may find their role in the multiverse redefined or completely upended by the incursions brought about by Kang's manipulations. The events of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and Loki showed us that when timelines and universes collide, entire realities are at risk. But it is Kang, the master of time, who holds the power to determine how the multiverse evolves or dissolves. The stakes have never been higher, as the very foundation of the multiverse and the cosmic entities who govern it are on the verge of collapse. For the first time, the cosmic and multiversal order may face forces too powerful to ignore, and no one, not even eternity or the living tribunal, may be able to restore balance without consequence. If the multiverse is to survive, it will take more than the intervention of the great cosmic entities. The heroes of the MCU, both old and new, will have to rise together in unprecedented ways. Their unity will be tested as they face the consequences of challenging the very fabric of existence itself. Their ability to fight back will be defined not just by their powers, but by their will to stand against the greatest threats the multiverse has ever known. The question now is, who will stand at the front lines of this cosmic battle? And what sacrifices will they have to make to ensure that the universe, as we know it, survives? The outcome of this struggle will shape not only the MCU but the very nature of time, space, and reality itself. As the threads of destiny continue to weave together, one thing is clear. The cosmic entities that have defined the MCU for years will not be enough to hold back the storm that is coming. In this battle for the multiverse, the stakes are higher than ever, and the consequences of failure could be catastrophic, with the very fabric of reality itself at risk of being torn apart. The MCU's cosmic future is poised for a reckoning, an ultimate test of power, will, and survival. The question remains, will the universe rise from the ashes, or will it fall into eternal chaos? The answer lies in the hands of those brave enough to challenge the very forces of the cosmos. And as we approach this pivotal moment in the MCU, one thing is for sure: the multiverse will never be the same again. As the cosmic conflict intensifies, the very essence of reality itself begins to unravel. The multiverse, once a vast and endless expanse, now faces an unprecedented moment of crisis. Each action, each decision made by the cosmic entities reverberates across the entire multiverse, causing ripples that threaten to destabilize entire realities. The arrival of Kang and his unrelenting pursuit of control over time could disrupt the natural flow of existence. His ability to manipulate time and space allows him to fracture timelines, twist realities, and erase entire histories. If left unchecked, his presence could render the multiverse unrecognizable, a fragmented patchwork of collapsing timelines. The Celestials, once the architects of creation, now find themselves at odds with this force. They may be too entrenched in their mission of creation and destruction to fully comprehend the danger Kang represents. The living tribunal, the cosmic judge, could be called upon to pass judgment not just on beings but on the very multiverse itself. The outcome of this cosmic struggle will have far-reaching consequences, not only for the multiverse but for the fate of all existence. Will the cosmic entities, eternity, the Tribunal, the Celestials be able to find common ground to counteract Kang's ambition? Or will their fractured allegiances lead to their downfall? Heroes from all corners of the multiverse will be called upon to stand united, not just against a single enemy, but against the very forces that govern reality. From Earth's mightiest heroes to those from distant, untold universes, a new generation of heroes must rise to face the cosmic storm that is coming. But even with this new alliance of powerful beings, the question remains: can they overcome the overwhelming forces of time and fate itself? The power to change the course of history lies not just in raw strength, but in the resolve of those willing to face the ultimate consequences for the sake of the multiverse. The multiversal conflict has reached its zenith. With the future of existence at stake, every choice made in these final moments could be the difference between survival and obliteration. The Avengers, the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Eternals, and new, unexpected allies must come together. Their mission is clear: protect the multiverse, preserve reality, and stand against the chaos that threatens to tear it all apart. But in a world where time itself is fluid, and the very fabric of existence is in question, can even these heroes succeed where the cosmic forces have failed? The answers to these questions are shrouded in uncertainty. The battle for the multiverse is about to begin, and it will determine whether the universe can survive or whether it will collapse into oblivion. The question that remains, then, is not just whether the heroes will win, but whether they can maintain their humanity, their will to fight, in the face of such incomprehensible power and cosmic destruction. As the multiverse prepares to unfold its darkest chapter, only time will reveal what lies beyond the final confrontation. And as we venture into the unknown, we must ask ourselves, are we truly prepared for what is to come? For in the end, the multiverse is more than just a collection of worlds. It is a reflection of all that has come before, all that will be, and the choices we make today will ripple through time and space, shaping the destiny of everything that exists. The cosmic forces are at the gates, and the battle for the future of existence has only just begun. As the cosmic tide shifts, the heroes and cosmic entities face a dilemma like no other. Can they preserve the multiverse without sacrificing their own existence? The answer may lie not in power, but in understanding that the future is not just a single line of events, but a web of infinite possibilities, each decision branching off into new realities, each ripple carrying consequences for untold worlds. The heroes must now face a cosmic truth. The multiverse is not just something to be saved or destroyed, it is a reflection of the choices they make. And in this moment of crisis, when the forces of time, space, and reality converge, they must ask themselves what kind of future do they want to create. It's no longer just a fight against a single villain or force, it's a fight for the very essence of free will and destiny. The choices of those standing on the front lines will determine the fate of the multiverse, and perhaps even the fate of the heroes themselves. As the cosmic entities like Eternity and the Living Tribunal ponder their roles in this final conflict, they will face the ultimate question: should they interfere, or let the multiverse run its course? But the line between order and chaos is no longer clear, and with Kang's multiversal ambitions, that line could blur completely. Will the cosmic entities choose to intervene in the struggle, risking their own existence to restore balance? Or will they allow the heroes to shape the future on their own? This is not just a test of strength, it is a test of will, of unity, and of the resolve to face the unknown. The fate of the multiverse rests in the hands of those who dare to challenge the most powerful beings in existence, knowing that their very souls and the souls of every being in the multiverse will be forever altered by the outcome. In the heart of this cosmic storm, the heroes must make one final stand, to fight not just for survival, but for the future of existence itself. They must decide, will they fight with hope, or will they be consumed by the forces they cannot control? As the multiverse teeters on the brink, the final battle looms. The choices made here will shape the MCU for generations to come, as the universe stands on the precipice of a new cosmic order. With the clash of gods and the reckoning of the multiverse, only one thing is certain: the future will never be the same again. As we witness the final unraveling of the multiverse, the lines between hero and villain, order and chaos, will become more blurred than ever before. What comes next will shape not only the future of the MCU, but the very nature of reality, as we know it. This is the end of one era and the beginning of another. The cosmic reckoning is upon us, and as the dust settles, the question will remain: will the universe be saved, or will it be forever altered in ways we cannot yet imagine? The answers lie in the hearts and minds of those who dare to confront the cosmic storm, And as the final battle for the multiverse unfolds, we are left to wonder who will emerge victorious and at what cost. The fate of all existence depends on the choices that will be made in these final moments. The universe watches, and we, the witnesses to this grand cosmic drama, will never forget the outcome. The endgame is here. The multiverse stands at the crossroads of its destiny, and the question remains, who will decide the fate of all that is, and all that will ever be? As the final moments unfold, the multiverse is pushed to its absolute limits, a chaotic nexus of possibilities that defy comprehension. What happens when beings who govern all of time and space become uncertain of their own fate? When even eternity, the embodiment of all existence, is no longer sure of the path forward, the stakes become unimaginable. The multiverse is in a state of flux, and the very nature of reality begins to erode as decisions are made that cannot be undone. Will the MCU's most powerful beings, Eternity, Galactus, the Celestials, and the living Tribunal, come together to rewrite fate? Or will their conflicting desires and purposes tear apart the fragile threads of the multiverse, leaving only chaos in its wake? With the conflict between the cosmic and the human at its zenith, the true question is, who will hold the power to decide what comes next? The battle between order and chaos has never been more intense, and the outcome will forever change the course of history. As the MCU marches into its most perilous chapter yet, the fabric of reality itself may shatter, bringing forth a new era of uncertainty. The conflict that has simmered for years will soon reach its boiling point, and the multiverse will never be the same again. Heroes will rise, villains will fall, and the cosmic entities will have to confront the consequences of their existence. In this game of fate and power, the choices made today will echo throughout eternity. The balance between the infinite and the finite, between the cosmic and the human, has never been so fragile. The universe stands on the brink of a new age, one that will redefine what it means to exist within the multiverse. Will the cosmic order that has governed the universe for eons be shattered, or will the next generation of heroes rise to restore balance? The answer to this question lies in the hands of those willing to challenge the very foundations of the universe. And as we stand at the precipice of this cosmic battle, the future of the MCU and the multiverse itself lies in the balance. The epic saga that began with the first stone of the universe is now entering its most monumental chapter. This is the beginning of the end, where the universe will be remade or destroyed in a single act of cosmic defiance. The fate of all life, all timelines, and all realities is on the line, and only the boldest among us will stand to fight for it. As the clock ticks toward the final confrontation, one thing is certain: the multiverse will never be the same again. As the forces of time, space, and reality begin to collide, the very fabric of existence starts to unravel in unpredictable ways. What happens when the universe's most powerful beings are forced to confront their own limits? The living Tribunal and Eternity, who have existed as the guardians of cosmic balance, will soon be tested like never before. Kang's multiversal interference, combined with the ambitions of those seeking to reshape reality, threatens the very core of existence. In the face of such a monumental struggle, can the cosmic entities hold their ground, or will they falter and allow chaos to reign? For centuries, these entities have dictated the flow of time and the evolution of life across the cosmos. But now, they may find themselves out of their depth. The shifting tides of fate have brought them to a crossroads where even they cannot predict what comes next. It is not just the fate of Earth or any one reality at stake, this is a war for the very future of the multiverse. As the boundaries between realities continue to blur, the heroes of the MCU find themselves fighting not just for survival, but for the soul of the multiverse itself. Their actions now will determine the course of all that is and all that ever will be. New alliances will form, old ones will be tested, and sacrifices will be made. The war against chaos will not be fought with fists alone, but with the very willpower and determination of those who choose to stand against the tide of destruction. This battle will challenge everything the MCU's heroes stand for: their strength, their ideals, and their willingness to make the ultimate sacrifice. No one will be spared from the consequences of this cosmic reckoning, as the universe watches and waits to see who will emerge victorious. What will be left when the storm of destruction passes? A multiverse rebuilt, reshaped, or obliterated? The answers lie in the choices made by the most unlikely of heroes, those who dare to challenge the greatest cosmic powers. And as the universe teeters on the edge of a new dawn, we are left to wonder, what happens when everything we know is put to the test? In the end, it is not the cosmic entities who will decide the fate of the multiverse. It will be the will of the heroes, the strength of their convictions, and the sacrifices they are willing to make that will shape the outcome of this cosmic struggle. In this final chapter, the multiverse is not just a battleground, it is the canvas upon which the heroes of the MCU will paint their legacy. The fate of all realities is in their hands, and with every choice they make, the universe itself will be rewritten. The time has come. The final battle for the multiverse is upon us, and the answers we seek are closer than ever. The heroes will rise, the multiverse will tremble, and the universe will never be the same again. As the final conflict draws near, the heroes of the MCU must confront the ultimate question: what is the true cost of victory? Every decision they make, every alliance they form, and every sacrifice they endure could tip the scales toward a future they can barely comprehend. The weight of responsibility is overwhelming. The multiverse's fate lies not just in the hands of cosmic beings, but in the hearts of those who fight for it. Each hero must grapple with their own fears, doubts, and limitations. It is no longer just about saving the universe, it's about defining what that universe will be. With every choice, they shape the destiny of worlds, of timelines, and of the very reality they seek to protect. But even as the heroes rally together to fight the impending doom, not all will survive this cosmic upheaval. Some will face unimaginable losses. Some will discover their true power, while others will be forced to reckon with their greatest vulnerabilities. The final battle will test them in ways they never imagined. It will push them to their limits and beyond, but it will also reveal the truth of who they really are. In this epic clash of cosmic titans, even the most powerful of beings will be forced to face their own mortality. For the multiverse is no longer just a collection of worlds. It is a living, breathing entity that must be nurtured, protected, and sometimes sacrificed for. The fate of all existence is at stake, and as the final moments approach, the weight of their choices will be felt across every corner of the multiverse. Heroes will fall, villains may rise, but through it all, one thing remains certain: the multiverse will be forever changed. What happens when the cosmic balance is disrupted? Can it ever be restored, or will the universe descend into chaos from which there is no return? The answer lies within the choices made in these final, crucial moments. The heroes must rise above their fears, their failures, and unite against an enemy whose power transcends time and space itself. And as the final battle commences, the echoes of their struggles will resonate through the very fabric of the multiverse, shaping the future of the MCU for generations to come. With the fate of countless realities in their hands, the heroes of the MCU must make their final stand, knowing that the outcome will define not just their world, but all worlds that exist within the multiverse. As the cosmic reckoning unfolds, the heroes will stand united or fall divided against the greatest threat the multiverse has ever known. The multiverse's future, and their own, will be decided in this final, cataclysmic conflict. The cosmic storm is coming, and when it passes, we will know what is left standing and what has been lost forever. The final chapter of the MCU's cosmic saga is at hand, and the universe holds its breath, waiting to see who will emerge victorious and at what cost. The final reckoning is near, and when the dust settles, the multiverse will be forever changed. And the question remains: who will be left to tell the story of the heroes who fought for the fate of all existence? The multiverse's future lies in their hands, and with every passing moment, the stakes grow higher, the consequences more dire. The end game is here, and the battle for the multiverse's survival will shape the future of everything forever. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the evolution of the Super Soldier Serum, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the story behind the legends. Don't forget to leave a comment and share your thoughts. What part of the serum's journey shocked you the most? We'd love to hear your take.